Welcome in, buckle in, tune that grip. PHG World Series Season 4, let it rip. 4 wheels, hard lines, one more lap. Hear that chant, shake the whole room back. PHG, PHG, say it again. From the first green light to the very end. We came for the smoke, came for the pace, came for the chase, came for the race. So if you hear that roar in the back of your mind, that's the feel coming up on the inside. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Season 4, and it's ours tonight. Start, line tremble, gloves on tight, hands on the wheel and the whole room bright. Break points carved like cuts in stone, every turn got a name of its own. Close draft breath in the mirror glow, one bad move and the pack swings low. Check that line, keep the rear end live, you don't survive here, you drive and drive. PHG in the chant, let it ring, every lap got a hungry thing. Engine shout with a razor edge, we run that edge, we live that edge. Now the tension climbs, now the gridlock's tight. Hear the crowd lean in, feel that first turn bite. PHG, PHG, stomp that name. PHG, PHG, we came for the flame. PHG, PHG, shout it loud. PHG, PHG, shake the crowd. Wheel to wheel, we don't back down. PHG, PHG, take the crown. PHG, PHG, right here now. PHG, PHG, hear that sound. Lap by lap, we own this night. PHG, PHG, all fight. And a hard red stare, one late break and you're hanging there. Tiny mistakes turn into scars, cut too close and you're seeing stars. But the pack keeps coming mean and fast, every second feels like the last. Heat in the seat, no room to freeze, we move like wolves through the S-curve squeeze. PHG in the walls and the bones and the hiss and the crowd and the chrome tone. Say my name with the night on back, we don't drift off, we attack. Listen close. This is where it changes. This is where the calm gets stripped away. One corner, one breath, one heartbeat against a wall of engines. If you came for safe, you came wrong. If you came for slow, you stayed home. PHG is here, and the whole season starts now. Shout it loud, shake the crowd. Wheel to wheel, we don't back down. Take the crown, right here now. Hear that sound, lap by lap, we own this night. All fight, let it fade, but the mark we made won't wash away. Season 4, still in your chest. First lap curse and the final test. One last cry till the checker drops from the sky. We were here, you heard the call. We started all. Welcome to the grid, where the names don't fade, where the first turn shakes and the brave get made. PHG in the air, hear the whole room call. Season 4 tonight, yeah, we came to ball. Chrome on the nose and the tires scream. Every lap a test, every corner a dream. Legends in the lane with the pressure on. When the lights go down, we're already gone. PHG, PHG, let it ring through the dome. Bring that fire to the track, bring it all back home. Drivers on edge, eyes locked, hands cold. One more shot at glory, one more story told. Helmet on tight, heart loud on my chest. Nerves like a wire, but I never rest. Grid full of ghosts with the title to keep, and the whole world waiting when the red lights sleep. Every move sharp, every line stays clean. Close on the inside, cut through the seam. If you want the crown, better hold PHG. 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 Feel it shake now. PHG. PHG. One breath, one line, one chance to shine. No backing off. It's go time. We go time. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. The legends race here, and we want more. Late apex pressure, I'm cutting it close. Paint on the bumper, I'm ghost to the ghost. They want my line, but I've been that raw. One hard pass and the whole room cool. Burnt out rubber on the edge of the fight. Every lap counts in the dead of night. If the pack comes close, I don't move back. I hit that gap like a clean attack. Hear that chant now. PHG. 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 Feel it shake now. PHG. PHG. One breath, one line, one chance to shine. No backing off. It's go time. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. Legends race here, and we want more. Yeah. Look at that lineup. Look at that pressure. This is where the fast learn fear, and the fearless learn speed. PHG, World Series Season 4. Not a warm-up, not a preview. This is the race. This is the run. This is where legends move. Take the signal, lock the pace. One more lap, one more chase. Hands stay steady, eyes stay true. Every rival pushing through. When the crowd all rise and the engine scream, we break the limit, we own the drive. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. Legends race here, and we want more. PHG, legends race here. Season 4, we're live, we're locked, we're going.
Good afternoon and welcome to the final rounds of the PHG World Series Season 4. We are here for another set of incredible racing. We had 2 great races last night. I was joined in the booth, had Mr. Casual and Papa in the booth. But now it's me, T Case, here in the booth, again joined with Mr. Casual, Papa running the stream. Mr. Casual, how are you doing?
Doing good. It's not quite as hot as yesterday evening, so I'll take what I can get. But I'm doing well this weekend. How about yourself, sir?
I'm doing great, Excited to be here. Happy 4th of July to everyone. Please be safe today. Have a good time. I hope you guys are ready for some great racing. Mr. Casual, you're going to be racing in this race, correct?
Indeed, I am. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I'll be leading the GT1. So yeah, I'll be front and center, someone might say.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing that. Before we get into all the racing details, let's go ahead and say a big thank you to our sponsors. First, we have SimNet Racing is focused on delivering high-quality, affordable sim racing hardware, highlighted by their SP Pro low cell pedal set, designed to provide precise braking feel, consistency, and improved control for competitive drivers. Built by sim racers for sim racers, their products strike the perfect balance between performance and accessibility. You can check them out at simnetracing.com. Use discount code at checkout PHG for a discount. That's PHG.
And our second sponsor is Paul Davis. Decades of experience in residential and commercial restoration. Paul Davis Restoration is a trusted leader in emergency services, water and fire damage restoration, mold remediation, reconstruction, and large loss recovery. Their commitment to professionalism, rapid response, and customer care has made them a respected name across the industry. And their website is pauldavis.com.
Next up, we have 4D Racewear, makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes, and custom apparel designed for sim racing by sim racers. 4D sim racing shoes are custom engineered to connect racers to the pedals in a way no other racing shoe can, and still provide all the comfort needed for those double and triple stints. Visit 4dracewear.com and check out the original racing gloves for your feet. Again, that is 4dracewear.com. Use discount code PAPA10X at checkout for a discount.
And our final sponsor is MZW. MZW delivers high quality sim racing gear, including custom GT style wheel replicas and premium accessories built for performance, precision, and immersion, especially within the Fanatec system. And their website is mzwsimhardware.com.
Excellent. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate it here at the PHG WS. So next up, let's look at what we got going on here. This is round 7, the final round of season 4. We got a 60-minute race at everyone's favorite Daytona road course. Tire wear is at 5X, racing hards and racing mediums required, but drivers are able to use the softs as well. Fuel is at 4X with 3 liters a second as the refuel rate. The cars are the GT1 Group C Legends, along with the GT3 American cars. Yes, that's right. We are doing multi-class racing here. And it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. If you saw it last night, man, you know you're in for a treat today. But next up, we will need to go to our Rossi lap, Mr. Casual.
Some say he taught Ken Miles how to drive a tank, but you know him as the Roxy. Oh, first up, we are in the GT3 class. You're going to want to look for the marshal light on the right, brake after that, but not too late. Going into T1, might need first gear for rotation, but if you get through there nice, you got this little kink right here before your next braking zone. Want to brake after the one board, but before the end of that side road on the right. Some trail braking and modulate your throttle, and you should be done and dusted with that turn through here. You should be flat out unless you're side by side. And then around the middle of this left road, you want to start braking and going down to second. Also some trail braking, and be mindful of the lead foot. And then on the right hand side, around the middle of that escape road, you're going to want to start braking, going down to second into this hairpin that leads on to the back straight. And then you got a long lead up to whether you want to still call it the bus stop or you want to be politically correct, the Le Mans chicane. That's your next braking zone. There'll be a white line on the road that you need to look for, and you can brake just after that. And then try to cut as much as the curves you can. This black stuff right there, don't go to the left of it. with all four tires. Otherwise, you will get a penalty, as we saw a fair few people find out yesterday. And then no other braking zones, and it's just a long lead up to the line. And that is essentially your lap guide for GT3. GT1 coming right on up. And you want to brake after the marshal light posts. Be applying some trail braking, and you should be okay through T1, through the little kink, and then brake after the one board, but before the beginning of that escape road. Some more trail braking, and watch out for the 11-foot symptoms. You should be good through there. And you should be flat through here, and then maybe a little bit before the middle of that escape road, since you're carrying a bit more speed in GT3. But once again, you will have trail braking as well. And around the middle of this escape road right here, might need first if you go deep, but otherwise you should be fairly good. You just might have a tank slapper every now and then. And that has us back on the back straight, leading to our next braking zone. Again, you want to aim for where the white line is. It comes up quickly, and you got to keep your eye out on for it. Cut as much as curves you can, get as much time as you can, because that particular chicane can make or break your lap. And you just got your lead up to the line, and that is essentially your final Roxy lap for season 4.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mr. Casual, for taking us through that. Excellent, excellent. So now we need to take a look at what drivers will be racing. And look at that, up on top in pole position of GT1, we have Mr. Casual. Then just behind him, NVR's Crew Lob. Then we have Corridor 71, NVR's Hot Air, NVR's Saint. It's an NVR party. Florinota, and PHG Aero. Then in the GT3 cars, we have PHG Stamps, S7R's Digital Relay, VIP Cornbread, Drobo, PHG Amarillo Dash, and Tommy Turismo. Excellent stuff. All right, Mr. Casual, your thoughts before you buckle in and put your foot to the floor, or pull the trigger, if you will.
Yeah. I think the two things I myself am going to have to watch out for the most is, unlike qualifying, we're going to have wind direct in the race. So I'll have to be mindful of that. And first, like lap or two, I'll have to be mindful of cold tires. Because like, while GT isn't as hardcore as some other sims out there, you do have cold tires in this game.
Yep.
So you do have to be careful about that.
Absolutely. Are you going to give away what tire you're going to start on, or are you going to keep that close to the chest?
Yeah. I'm thinking of going mediums is my thinking for the race start.
Yeah, we saw yesterday. I mean, you can't you're going to run out of fuel at some point, or you're going to run out of tire at some point. So you're going to have to pit. The refuel rate can definitely hurt you. We saw that happen with McNaughty, just having to spend a little too much time in the pits refueling. So strategy definitely going to come into play. And then also the lap traffic. How are you feeling about catching those GT3 cars once the race gets going?
I should be. I think I should be able to handle it. I'm not probably not the most aggressive racer, but yeah, I'm a well-mannered kind of person. So it's like, if I have to, Strobo was trying to remind me to enter the race. I was like, oops, yeah,
must enter the race.
But yeah, I'm not really one to be like some of the more aggressive drivers in a race. But if I go for a gap that is going to cause an incident, then I'll just Just twiddle my thumbs and I was like, I'll be a good boy.
There you go. Awesome. Well, it sounds like everybody's getting ready to rock and roll. Tires are being checked, making sure everybody got their strat locked in. Gonna be a fun one here at
Mm,
Daytona, a track I've been to many times now.
mm,
Uh, Track I'm very familiar with. It's one, and I've told this story a ton of times. I didn't really care for Daytona road course until I started hanging out with PHG, and everybody was doing Daytona road course, and so I just did it enough times that I learned it, and then I went and saw it, and that was helpful as well, just to kind of see how it works in real life. And now it is one of my favorite tracks. It's a lot, excuse me, a lot of fun and makes for great racing.
Yeah, I imagine it's one of those. Once you start experiencing and seeing why people love this, I'm like, okay. I was like, I
Hmm.
can see why y'all are such nerds about this.
Exactly. And it's quite a lot of fun. It looks simple, but it really,
Mm,
you got to be really careful coming on the throttle. Throttle control is key, especially in those Group 1 cars,
yep.
to not spin your car around.
All cars to grid positions. All cars to grid positions.
All right, it sounds like everybody's getting ready. Good luck, Mr. Casual. We will
Thank
be
you. Thank you.
cheering for you. We understand if you go quiet and need to focus, but we're looking forward to watching this race. Here we go. All the drivers lined up. Mr. Casual in the Hot Wheels mobile, ready to rock and roll. And this race is underway. Here we go, coming into turn 1. It's not too far before they have to get on the anchors, slow the car down, get it rotated. Looks like everybody's going through just fine. Maybe too wide a little bit further back, but looks like everyone's getting through cleanly. Very nicely done. Looks like the GT3 also looking comfortable back there. Coming down into the kink. The Hot Air sitting in P4, Saint in P5, Corridor in P3. Line astern, Arrow a little later on the brakes of Florinota. Now Arrow on the back, and this exit is crucial. We saw it so many times as Florinota was a little bit defensive there, having Arrow. Can he get on the throttle quick enough, early enough to get a run? It looks like he gets a great exit, but so does Florinota. Florinota also has the clip of Saint up ahead as they come down the oval. Look at the move up ahead, very high. Hot Air hitting by Corridor, so Hot Air definitely getting the better exit, but can he get it slowed down? They come through the chicane. Looks like everybody gets through nice and tidy. The Corridor losing a spot. All right, lap 1's almost done. Mr. Casual, how are you feeling so far?
No penalties, so far so good. But yeah, it's equal lobes getting closer.
Indeed, I'm seeing a lot of racing mediums out here as we look back at our GT3 cars. Line astern, Drovo trying to catch Cornbread there. Nicely tucked in the slip, and I really like that livery. Very nicely done. Can he get it done going into turn 1, or is he going to work together? No, he's going around the outside, not making a move. But look at that S7R digital relay. Falls back, going too deep on the pedal, on the brake pedal, and running it out wide. That has allowed everyone to get up ahead except for Amarillo Dash and Tommy Turismo. Amarillo Dash now on his rear bumper, and Tommy bringing up the rear. Lively second lap here at Daytona. Mr. Casual making it look easy with a 1 second gap on NPR's Hot Air. Corridor, meanwhile, is back up into P3 from Saint, so he was able to get back by and now has a 1.6 second gap on Saint. So good on Corridor for getting that position back and pulling away. And it looks like Arrow and Krulov have gotten past Florinota as well. So Florinota losing out big here on the opening laps of Daytona. Now, keep in mind, this is a 60-minute race. We're only 3 minutes in. These drivers have a lot of work to do, getting this fuel to last as long as they want and getting the fuel to last. We see Florinota is on the racing card, so that would make sense why he dropped back and lost out some positions. Mr. Cashwell, how are your mediums feeling now?
They still feel okay at this point. Last lap, I wasn't sure if I was going to get a pin at the bus stop, but thankfully the GT guys decided to look upon me favorably.
Whew, that's good. Good news, because hot air isn't giving you any breathing room. You guys come into the final part of the infield. This is crucial for Cashwell to get a good exit. A little bit of tire squeal, runs way up towards the wall and back down, and it looks like that delta is slowly coming down to hot air, but not by much. So pretty evenly exited there. We're right on board with hot air, trying to hunt down Mr. Cashwell. They come up into the Le Mans chicane, heavy on the brakes, running through. Penalties cannot be had. Cashwell runs a bit wide, but able to keep it on track and maintain the gap of half a second, and is slowly pulling away now from hot air. I say that, but now hot air is closing the gap. That must be the effect of the slipstream. Cashwell does not hit the slipstream, but he also doesn't have to deal with dirty air. And here we go. Hot air is very close, but not quite close enough as they get on the brakes going into T1. Hot air running a little wide, Cashwell keeping it nice and tight. And here we go for trip number 4 into the infield. See how careful he is on the throttles. We drop back to the battle for P1 in GT3. That's between Drobo and Cornbread. Really doing their best to pull away from Digital Relay. And now Drobo choosing not to bump draft Cornbread, and is going to go for the move, a little side-by-side bunker, making sure everybody knows where everybody is. But I just think he should have stayed in that slipstream a little bit longer, because that has allowed Cornbread the inside and has allowed Digital Relay to close the gap. Now Digital Relay has been invited to the party. Whether he's a welcome guest or not, he's here. Onto the brakes into the International Horseshoe. And really, the Group 3 cars, much like we saw yesterday, still close together. It looks like, yeah, the whole field is there. A lot of racing hards I'm seeing on these GT3 cars. Tommy Turismo bringing up the rear. And while they're just now getting through the infield, the Group 1 cars are about to start lap number 5. We see Brulov trying to catch back up to Arrow. He is in the slip and pulling closer and closer, but not close enough. But this should set him up. If he can have a clean infield run, he could very much be putting Arrow under threat once we get to the back straight. On the brakes into the International Horseshoe, and we go back up on board with Mr. Cashwell, who's still able to maintain that half a second as hot air runs wide but keeps it on the track. Oh my goodness, he's going to have slightly dirty tires there, and that has allowed Cashwell a little bit of breathing room. Cashwell, did you see that in your mirror?
Not really, but it's good to hear.
He just ran wide coming out of the kink. I wonder if the dirty air just not quite giving him the grip that he wanted. And he did definitely run off into the grass, a little lawnmower simulator. But he has maintained keeping his vehicle in the right direction. We're right on board with PHG Arrow, currently running in P5 on the racing mediums, going through the chicane. I love Arrow's colors. He's up looking good in that burgundy, maroon, and orange thing. With the Upshift Media on the decal on the front. Shout out to Upshift Media Studios. coming at you real soon with the VIP Racing League. We see another penalty served. Krulov trying to catch Eric and Coronado in P7, not having the race that they would have liked to, falling back, but again, on a different strat. Trying to make those hards last. Mr. Casual, what are you thinking as far as what lap you might hit at?
I'm basically going until the tank says no more, honestly. Because I actually haven't done the practice race. I just kind of looked at replays to see how many laps every split has been doing, then just kind of winging it in a sense.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so just depends on which runs out first, the fuel or the tire.
The fuel or the tire, indeed. That's always a gamble. We see Hot Air trying to catch you. We're riding off board with them right now. Go through the chicane. Looking nice and tidy, getting a good exit, but it looks like the Delta is going up and not down. Oh, now it's going down. So there's something different you two are doing when it comes to changing gears or something like that. I wonder if Casual has a strategy that he's working on. And that has allowed Hot Air to gain half a second and putting down yet again fastest lap. The consistency of Casual and Hot Air in their lap times is very, very impressive. And there he's getting ever closer, but Squirrely coming out of the International Horseshoe. And we see MVR Saint and his group of companions, NVR Krulov and PHG Aero. Krulov are the NVR drivers going to work together. It looks like it. That has put Aero. Oh, and Aero a little late on the brakes, or Krulov a little early, but he backs out of it and no damage given. So good on Aero for correcting that mistake and has allowed Krulov a little bit of breathing room. He continues to try to catch his teammate. Back with PHG Aero, working hard or hardly working. I'd say he's working hard in the Mazda Speed Papa's House Arcade Mobile. Florinoda just behind in P7, so still a tight cluster, and it's looking like Casual, you're about to catch the GT3 cars going into the infield. This is not ideal, is it?
Yeah, so it would seem. Might be after turn 2.
See, as they come into turn 1, Hot Air ever closer, threatening Mr. Casual, but now this is going to be tricky. They've got to get through this whole field, and because the GT3 cars have been so competitive, they're all together, so they're not spread out like we saw in some instances. Let's see if they can get how many he could get done here before the other horseshoe. Only looks like one car, and that has slowed up Hot Air, but now Casual has caught Drobo as Hot Air goes a little deep, and Mr. Casual, there's Drobo. Okay, Drobo sees you. Keep going. Next up, he has PHG Amarillo Dash, and he's going to catch him at just the right time. A little squiggle squaggle. Where is he going to go? Up high, and there Casual getting through the field. Very nice.
Yeah, a little dicey through there, but made it work out.
Gets by PHG Stamps. Into the bus stop. He's got 2 more drivers ahead of Digital Reday and Cornbread. Wait, what happened to who was working with Cornbread? It wasn't Digital Relay. Something happened. I'm confused now. But good for Cornbread maintaining that lead.
Yeah. Now that I got a chance to breathe a little bit.
Drobo was the one. Okay, so something happened to Drobo as he goes in, and Tommy Turismo or Amarillo Dash runs wide.
Lorinoda's in, getting off his hard tires.
So Drobo on the outside, and just too late on the brakes on the inside, carrying too much speed. Good job not spinning out, and a very nice rejoin, nice and safe, allowing crew lap through. And who did you say was in the pits, Casual?
Lorinoda. He's getting, probably should be off his hard tires.
Yep, and refueling. What was the thing you were going to say, Mr. Casual? We were about to say something before we got some action.
I was just saying, I finally got a chance to breathe, and so I can actually get a look around instead of trying to maintain this pace.
Very nice, very nice. So Florinoda is going to be in no man's land, 50 seconds behind you, Casual. Almost 40 seconds behind Arrow. But now on fresh mediums with plenty of fuel. And Mr. Casual picks up a half-second penalty. This is not going to be good. He's got almost a full second on hot air.
This next lap.
And he's not even getting to serve it. He thought he was going to get to serve it right then. Unfortunate.
I did.
As hot air getting another fastest lap. They are just cranking them out right now. This is going to be tough. You need to build a gap there, Mr. Casual. Easier said than done.
Yeah, I think he's using more fuel behind me. Hot air is.
It seems like it, yes, and I can confirm. I kind of thought, based on how you guys were looking on the stretch, that he was pushing it a little bit harder than maybe you were. As NBR Saint is in fourth place, trying to catch Corridor. So now the Group 1, aside from Casual and Hot Air, is spread out a little bit. I mean, they're still all right there, but it's not nose to tail like it's been in previous laps. Mr. Casual is going to serve the penalty on this lap. We'll see after he gets through the chicane. Can he get a better exit or get lucky and Hot Air pick up a penalty?
Another pin heading my way.
Oh no, and that's going to be a full second for Mr. Casual.
Yeah. I decided to push on the exit, and car ended up going wide on exit.
Unfortunate. So we're going to see this 1 second penalty.
Yeah. Oh well.
And that is a new leader of NBR's Hot Air.
I'm back in the booth with you guys.
Hey, and we have Shaggy Deuster joining us. The man, the myth, the legend, the one who created this thing. How you doing, Shaggy?
Not too bad. I've been watching, and Mr. Casual was definitely a little bit better on fuel. Don't know if that was intentional or just the way he's shifting, but it's a little bit of an advantage over Hot Air.
Ooh.
Yes, indeed. I see Stamps now in the pits as well. Digital relay hunting down Cornbread. Shaggy, you drove both cars yesterday. Give us some insight on what these drivers are dealing with starting with GT1 and then going to GT3.
You should start with GT3 or start with GT1?
GT1.
Okay, well, first of all, I basically had to relearn the car. After doing an hour of GT3, jumping into GT1, the car vastly different. Because you can throw it into the corner more, the brakes are actually a little bit better. But you also have to watch the exit. Like GT3 is a little more calm and you got a little more grip. In GT1, even though I'm using TC1, it was still a struggle to get the car, to get the tires to grip where you wanted it to, and it would want to steer into the wall every now and then because you felt like you had enough grip when you didn't. Yeah, it was a little bit of a chore. First 10-15 laps, I was just kind of trying to come to grips with the car. Eventually got it, figured out. So I was getting pins and this and that because I was trying to put the car where I wanted it to be, and it was overdriving. So kind of had to be patient with everybody, and starting in the back and everything. Had a couple of incidents to avoid and to get by. So GT1 was more fun, I think, overall. Didn't really have a good race in GT3 because it's mostly a fuel saver for GT3.
Yeah.
GT1 is just straight shot, just hit twice and you're good. Because you don't really have
see
to
hot-
like
Keep going. Sorry.
you don't have to worry about losing the strat if you like it's not close. It's like unless you're using a different car other than the Nissan or the 787B,
Mhm.
it's you know exactly what you got to do. If you're using anything else, they're worse on fuel. So then you would have to worry about fuel. But straightforward, it's much easier. GT3, I can't save fuel with automatics, so I just
Yeah.
kind of rode around the back.
Speaking of fuel, digital relay running low, currently leading the way of GT3. We saw Hot Air go into the pits. That's moved him down to last place in GT1 and giving Casual plenty of space to run some laps on his slightly fuel-safe strategy. Cornbread in the pits. He was at one point leading GT3. Now he will fall back to the back in his beautiful Dodge Viper. If y'all are enjoying the stream and have enjoyed this league, please like and subscribe. Papa, the proprietor himself, is running this broadcast and doing a heck of a job. Please be sure to smash those like buttons, subscribe, and it'll just make your day better. I can't guarantee that, but I'll say it. Hot Air back on the track, immediately into some traffic. By digital relay. No, when we imagine digital relay comes in this lap for the neck. See a full tank of fuel and onto the racing hard tire. And there goes digital relay in the pits. This will give Amarillo Dash the lead, but looking at his fuel, I'd say he's coming into the pits as well. Mr. Casual, how are you looking on fuel and tires?
Fuel, about another 3 laps in the good for fuel. Tires, maybe next lap.
Okay. You got 2.3 seconds between you and Corridor. You got some time to think. As Amarillo Dash in the pits with 0 fuel left. So all those Vipers just drinking the fuel down.
We'll honestly come in within the next lap or so. This might be the last lap for Mr. Casual because those tires, the rear right tire is cooked.
And he's in about the same position as Corridor. So Casual and Corridor are similarly matched here as far as tire wear and fuel. But how did these cars start to change in behavior when that rear tire starts to go, Shay?
It's not gripping. It's not really sliding, but it's not gripping on exit. And it does feel like it slides a little more because you're trying to, I guess, use engine braking. You're trying to just brake in general, and it's not going to respond as well. Then you try to get onto the gas and out of a corner, and there's just no response. Like it'll just spin.
That was a great little lunge there by Krulov. Really closed the gap down to Saint. Very late on the brakes and avoiding going into the back of Saint. See what kind of exit he can get here. We see PHG Arrow going into the pits and refueling as well. I imagine he comes out on the racing cards. He takes about 93% of fuel and comes out on the mediums. Okay. We will have to use the hards at some point.
Wait, it's an option though, because you kind of have it where if you start on the mediums, if you're in the back and you start on the mediums, you kind of will encounter a little traffic and you'll be held up a little bit. But if you're fuel saving, it won't be as big of an issue. You actually can fuel save a little bit in GT1. But if you start on the hards, you're just going to kind of struggle for grip early on. But later on, you're going to have, maximum grip on the mediums to finish the race.
Let's see. And there we have it, Mr. Casual, Saint, and Krulov in the pit. Saint on the hards. Corridor now taking the lead, opting to go one more lap and go for the overcut. See how that works out with Mr. Casual now beginning to
interesting.
refuel. Coronado, who hit it very early, has half a tank of fuel on the racing mediums with plenty of grip. Should be making some overtakes here, sure enough. Engine 2. Very nicely done. And there you go.
The laps
Casual is
were-
now 100%.
Yep.
Coming
The
out
laps
of
are
the
falling
pits.
off about a second for the GT1 cars for the last 3 or 4 laps. There's just there's no rear grip. You're not going to get any exit for a while.
Yep. And this track is so important to get a good exit on these long straights that if your wheels are spinning and you're not getting any grip, you're going to be hurting.
So my thought of fueling up completely was that it'll help me save time when I go in for my hard tires.
Right.
Well, and Corridor now into the pits, so we'll see if Casual is able to get back by. But here we have Digital Relay and Cornbread battling it out. Digital Relay is another driver who pit earlier than everyone else. You can see Cornbread well within the slipstream. Looks like he may be able to make a move, or is he going to bump draft and they can push together as they are leading in the GT1 split? Like maybe a little cooperation here between the two drivers, Shaggy.
Yeah, I mean, being that close, especially for Cornbread, he's at an advantage because he can coast a little bit. He can, drop an extra fuel map down to, save a little fuel. As long as he stays in the slip of Digital Relay, he should be a little bit better. Though Digital Relay's got a lot more fuel. I don't know if that was from saving or different pit strategies, but in the end, it'll help.
Yeah.
Same car, though.
Yeah. Same car. Fast car. No fast car.
It's just a Viper. It's no Mustang, though.
Coronado getting through the lap traffic.
Whoa. Cornbread, I don't know if it was dirty air or what, from the back of Digital Relay.
This is the corner that always catches me out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You do here, Shaggy.
Very easy to lose it. The Digital, he started to go, and then Cornbread's like, I'll finish the job, I guess.
Yeah, they
I think
both were pushing.
It's definitely the hard tires, I think, that are the catalyst for that, for both drivers to lose the rear.
That's caused Cornbread to lose a position to PHG Stamps.
I think I'm catching up to hot air.
Mr. Casual sliding through, coming around the start, lap 17, ahead of Corridor. 6.5 seconds ahead of Corridor. That would have been probably the extra bit of fuel Corridor had to take by running that extra lap. You can see hot air now only a second ahead of Casual, hitting that traffic. Not ideal. This is letting Casual catch as he goes around the outside of Digital Relay.
He does need to get a pass done pretty quick. Being on the with the tire advantage, you want to take full advantage of it. Get past hot air, put as much distance as you can on there, because I'm pretty sure Mr. Casual has to take the hard tires.
Yeah.
On the on the next stint. I don't think he's going to make it easy for you, but yeah. There is the fuel advantage as well, so you will make up more time on the next stint than hot air.
You can see using all the track. Ooh, that looked close for Casual, but I think his tires were okay. Safe.
Do we have a VAR replay system set up? So we can have half the country mad at us?
Here we have Stamps now in P2 for GT3, trying to catch up to Digital Relay. Cornbread has fallen back quite a bit from Stamps. Into T1, PHG Aero having to go the long way around. Everybody's given space, and here we have it on the loud pedal, and there he goes. Gets through, slowed him down a little bit, but he's got 3 seconds between him and Saint, and Corridor 6 seconds up the road. So we'd like to clear this traffic and continue chipping away and catching Corridor.
Real quick, did Florinota already take a pit stop?
Yes, I believe so. No.
Okay.
But yeah, they pitted really early, I thought.
Okay.
Or maybe not. I'm not good at that game.
I think he did after like 8 or 9 laps, which is the play though on the hard tire. I'm just making sure though, just trying to figure out, what the strategy would be. I think he's just playing the long game at this point.
Casual, you have a bit of a whoopsie?
I was right on Hot Air's bumper going into the bus stop, so I couldn't really see my turn-in point. So I turned in a bit late, but managed well enough.
There you go. Way to save it. Way to save it. Applying all the pressure now, Mr. C, trying to get the lead back on his rivals. MBR Saint bringing up, not quite all the way the rear, but close to it. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of Krulov and 2.4 seconds behind PHG Aero. Things are starting to spread out as we hit the halfway mark. I think this would be a great opportunity to crank it up. Hope y'all enjoyed the sound of those beautiful engines roaring here at sunny Daytona, Florida. You can see PHG Stamps, who started on pole for GT3, working with Digital Relay, using that slipstream.
Hot air hit the wall behind me.
And P3 hot air coming out of the exit. We saw you struggled with this a little bit yesterday, Shaggy. How does it end up happening that you get up into the wall like that?
I don't know if it's an arrow thing or if it's just how I have the. I don't know. I get on the gas and it would just stick. Like,
yeah, it seems like sometimes it just wants to understeer. And
understeer, oversteer into the wall. Yeah.
Yep. That corner is such a tricky one, and we did see a spin earlier there. Corridor in P4, 11 seconds behind Hot Air and 3.6 seconds ahead of PHG Arrow. Arrow's having a quiet, a successful race. He's moved up quite a bit as we see Saint serving a penalty further behind, but Arrow started in last, P7 overall, and has worked his way up P5. Very nicely done.
Yeah.
A long race, though. Long race. You know, everybody's going to end up stopping again. Florinota's going to have to stop before everybody else. Interesting to see these strategies play out. We saw Papa and C-Dubs try a strategy that is not recommended and didn't work out, but there's definitely some options here, some things to play with, and seeing how much time people have spent practicing. So we see Stamps gonna need to dive into the pits. There he goes. Second pit stop underway. So we are 24 minutes remaining of split 2. Cornbread now up into P2 of the GT3 cars.
I think Florinota's about to come into the pits. That tire is done. Yep, he's dropping in. He's actually been running really solid lap. He's been running
to the lead.
Consistent 34s with awful tires. Granted, it was a lower, amount of fuel, but he was running in clean air, and that is definitely helpful here. There's a lot of room for improvement when you just have an open track to just run your best time trial laps.
Yep. It's Tommy Turismo trying to fend off Drobo. Drobo started ahead of Tommy for this race, but has fallen back there with a quarter tank of fuel left and some tire wear. We know he's got the pace. Tommy Turismo has a little bit better fuel and a little bit worse front tires there. Hot Air still chasing down Mr. Casual. I'm sure he's tired of looking at the back of Casual's bumper. It's been almost the entire race. It's incredible that y'all have been able to stay within a second of each other throughout this race. Again, Hot Air on the racing hard tires has about a quarter tank of fuel left. But tires are looking good.
Some might say we're the Q and Maverick of split 2.
There we go, indeed. You and Maverick put on quite the show for us yesterday.
The quote
This
for
will
us
be interesting.
Peas and carrots.
You can see a battle up ahead as Mr. Casual catch Drobo and Tommy. Casual able to go up the inside, but Hot Air gets slightly blocked. Nothing egregious from Drobo, just following the racing line, doing what he's supposed to do. It just did not work out for MBR or Hot Air like it did for Mr. Casual. Gives you a little breathing room there, Casual.
Yeah,
Very
I got lucky
ballsy.
there.
Yeah. That was threading the needle ever so close to the wall, the invisible wall, and a couple of GT3 drivers.
Yes, indeed. The invisible wall is dangerous. It's real, y'all. It's real. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Right.
I've hit it. Trust me. as Cornbread comes out of the pits in the back just behind Stamps. Good for Cornbread catching back up as the gap between Stamps and Cornbread was much higher earlier on. So clearly making a difference here, coming out on the racing medium tires with 21 and a half minutes remaining. Now, Shaggy, which do you prefer? The chicane here at Daytona or the chicane at Watkins Glen?
I think I probably prefer it here, just because there's more space. There's more room for. I mean, I guess there's more room to recover if you mess up. You messed up at
Hot Air. Hold on, sorry to cut you off, but Hot Air has caught Mr. Casual going up the inside into the International Horseshoe. And they get on the throttle, keep it settled, keep it calm. Oh, and a little wiggle from both drivers with Casual out ahead. This is like watching that F1 sprint race earlier today.
That was a nice one. That was a nice one.
A lot of yo-yoing here. And good on Mr. Casual. Mr. Casual, now you're slightly out of the weeds. What happened there that allowed Hot Air to gain so much on you?
I think he just generally had the overspeed on me, and man is to maintain enough speed on the outside to keep it to my right, and so I had to give him the proper room for it.
Must always leave the space as we see Corridor coming out of the pit, fueling up after their pit stop as well. Corridor is all over the back of Florinota, coming out of the pits into traffic here, trying to get those medium tires warmed up. Did not take a full tank of fuel. Are the mediums going to last this remaining 19 and a half minutes, Shaggy?
For who? Mr. Casual? Or
No,
for Corridor? Yeah. I think the magic number is 37 for how many laps that you're most likely going to be able to do for GT1.
Okay.
So only having to run 11, 12, 13 laps, yeah, you're fine, especially with the lower fuel on that last stint. I think he should be good on fuel. I don't know if he's been saving or if he's just been, going full throttle, but he didn't have to fuel up all the way. So I imagine he's got it set up pretty well. Don't think it's going to be enough for to catch Mr. Casual or Hot Air in the end, but a good podium is still in sight.
Indeed, we see a lot of drivers coming into the pits. Digital Relay, Drobo, Tommy Turismo. This is should allow PHG Stamps and Cornbread to move up into the podium positions for GT3. We see Cornbread has fallen off a little bit from Stamps. Both drivers on the racing mediums. Yes, it looks like Cornbread and Stamps will leapfrog here. Digital Relay coming out of the pits. Digital Relay comes out of the pits ahead of Stamps. Oh no! Stamps able to get, yes, Digital Relay ahead of Stamps. Very impressive from Digital Relay to make that pit stop. Holding on to the lead of GT3. That's Hot Air into the pits with only 1% of fuel, so Casual's fuel saving seems to be working for him. What are you thinking of coming into the pits, Casual?
Maybe 2 laps time.
All right, we'll see what happens as we saw a couple other drivers. PHG Aero now into the pits. Imagine he will switch to the hards now that he's been running those mediums.
Because basically I'm trying to minimize how long I'm on the hards.
I see you want to get as much out of those mediums as possible. Casual currently with an 18.5-second lead on NBR Spain.
8 or 9 laps is, I guess, the medium range for the hard tires as far as the fuel and everything. You don't want to put too much on them. Run the mediums as long as you can, because even a good hard lap is probably not going to beat a really bad medium lap, or at least bad wear anyways. They're still pretty close.
We're about 3/4 of the way done. Been a very good race so far, but now Casual is without his buddy Hot Air, as we see PHG Aero and Krulov battling it out. Krulov all over the rear bumper of PHG Aero. Both have made their final pit stop.
I do think Hot Air took too much fuel. He completely filled the tank, and it's got him 8.5 seconds behind Corridor now. I don't think that was intentional.
Now, but if you have Saint now going into the pit. Hot Air pushing it. 4th gear revving it out. He fueled all the way for the end. He knows he can burn it all. Yeah, that could have been a big mistake. Saint into the pits, changing off those medium tires. How much fuel will he take?
It's time for Mr. Casual to hit.
I'm going another lap.
Yeah, okay.
Tires not looking as terrible as it did at this point on the first stint.
Right. But Florida is back there putting down 33, so I would be aware of that.
Saint takes 87% of fuel, so he did not fuel up all the way like Hot Air did.
Yeah.
PHG Aero wanting to get by Saint, dives up the inside on his racing hard tires. Saint on the mediums. I don't think Aero has the grip on exit. Sure enough, Saint now has the inside, but kind of a compromised line there. I think he's going to be able to get on the throttle sooner and sure enough be able to pull ahead of Aero.
Yeah, it's a little one-sided battle there with the tire disadvantage. He can stay in the slip. He does have a lighter car with less fuel, but I don't think by miracle he's going to be able to get past Saint. He can stay with him, but I guess force Saint to wear his tires faster maybe.
Woo, Mr. Casual weaving and wobbling, going on the back straight. He's got very little grip. He gets by everyone though before the chicane will allow him through and make it into the pits. He's got a 43-second gap on Florinota.
Lost about a half a second in the last lap or so to Florinota.
Hey, big shout out and thanks to Rob for being a member of Papa's channel for 22 months. He has work, but he hopes we all have a safe 4th of July. 2 years, let's go. Thank you, Rob. There's Mr. Casual into the pits with 11% fuel. Florinota now approaching the chicane. 2 seconds ahead of Corridor. Gets through no problems.
Now the waiting game.
Yeah.
Florinota approaching the start-finish line right about now.
Okay, that's it.
All right, 50% fuel and 11-second gap. Not too shabby. That gap's going to drop a little bit as the game figures out the math. There we go, down to about 6, 7.
But Florinota won't really have that much of an advantage. His rear tires are quite wore, like even already, so it's going to be close.
This is has not gone well for Hot Air, who started in P4 and was really challenging for the lead, but 7 seconds behind Corridor. I don't think, even with his amazing pace in those 133s, there's not enough time. We've got 11 and a half minutes remaining. Mr. Casual showing us how it's done. This is the 7th round of the PHG World Series Season 4. We are going to have, it hasn't been scheduled yet, but we are going to have an award ceremony. We give out awards, vote on drivers, and there's some giveaways from our sponsors. So it's going to be a good time, so be on the lookout for that. I'm sure if you go to our website, papashouseofgame.com. Once that gets scheduled, there'll be information there. But also all the information about this season and previous seasons is there at the website, papashouseofgame.com. I'm curious, how are things looking in GT3 as far as digital relay, Cornbread, and Drobo? Or, sorry, Amarillo Dash. Okay, digital relay, 1.4 seconds ahead of Cornbread. So not out of the woods yet, but you know, you can see the lining up before us, I guess.
Fiddle has the advantage. I don't know how much Cornbread has to save to be able to make it to the end, but he is in a disadvantage with the fuel.
I see. As we hit that 10-minute mark, not much time left for split 2.
Yeah, sorry I didn't give y'all a night race this time, but I did give you a nice little, riding off into the sunset kind of deal.
See Florinota trying to get through traffic with Corridor just behind. Tommy Turismo going from last to 11. Tommy looking good. Hopefully they can maintain that gap and having those 2 positions gained. Robo having a tough race, falling back 1 position from where he started. And at one point was up there towards the front.
Florinota has cut the lead to Mr. Casual down by 0.88 of a second.
Trying to make it work for him.
Yeah, it's going to be close. Those tires are going to start melting very quickly, especially in this heat that we're all experiencing across the states.
Yeah, indeed. Corridor not far behind Florinota either. Things might spicing up here as we wrap this race up.
Yeah, Core has the tire advantage as well over Florinota. So that might be Mr. Casual's saving grace, is if they get into a little bit of a fight for position, and then Mr. Casual can just take a little bit of a breath of sigh of relief to know that there's, it's not all crazy right now. He can rest and relax a little bit. Minimize mistakes, go. Yeah, hopefully.
Look at him rocket past Cornbread.
I really hope PD does get their act together, and at least sometime soon, if not towards the end of this game's life, that we get some kind of a larger lobby. Because it would be nice to have like 40 cars at Daytona or Le Mans or anywhere really. So you can have like 20 of each class, or have 3 different classes of cars. Something, and it not just be a handful of cars for each class. It's fun, but I think you can expand on a lot more with a larger lobby count.
Absolutely.
Which we've seen 20, we've seen 24. They just didn't do it.
I see in the chat from Sector 7's Racing Nuke that Florinota is actually a Sector 7 driver. He is the newest Sector 7 racer.
That's right.
Congratulations. Florinota, you joined a cool team, man.
Core lost a lot of time getting through those GT3 cars.
Yeah, he did. He did. I mean, the gap doubled in that little bit of time. That is unfortunate. Now, got about 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah.
Did you see the moon in the background? That moon looked insane.
Right. Digital moon. It's not real.
It looks real. It could turn a werewolf.
Or make a giant ape out of a Saiyan. You know.
There you go.
Those are Gohan, don't look at the moon.
Don't do it. PHG Arrow sitting quietly where he started. The relay leading the way. He started in 9th, now in 8th. Cornbread started in 10th, now 9th. Really PHG Stamp that really lost out. He started on pole and now he's nowhere to be seen.
Despite the reduced tire wear, Florinota is still putting down consistent 34s. Mr. Casual is running low to mid 35s, and it's showing. The gap is slowly decreasing. 2.8 seconds now. 3 more laps, Mr. Casual. 3 more laps.
Nearly there.
Nearly there. How are your hands feeling? Are they a bit moist?
I got my fan on me, so that's helping.
I think y'all might not catch traffic by the time, and if you do, it might be towards the end of the 37th lap. So definitely be aware.
As this race winds down, I want to remind everybody to please like and subscribe to Papa's channel. You won't regret it. Mr. Casual comes into the International Horseshoe. Such a cool place to stand and watch cars on the outside of that.
Yeah,
there's a great spot where you can just stand and take pictures of the cars as they enter and exit, and it's
nice.
It's so fun.
Florinota had a little bit of a bobble exiting the previous turn. It compromised the exit, so he did lose a couple of tenths to Mr. Casual.
It was funny. It was yesterday. I saw on Twitter one of the business analysts in the gaming industry. He posts jokes every now and then, and it was in relation to Sony, and they're not doing fiscal after January 28th. And he was like, I don't know why everyone's mad. They went digital a long time ago. I was like, I got my Sony digital camera. I was like, oh my god.
I like to have a fit. I had my account. I got locked out of my account essentially and lost a bunch of games. So I like to have a digital or a physical copy. Because even if you lose all your data, you still don't have to go buy the game again.
Yeah.
But I get it. It makes sense. And that's one less plastic thing to produce, so I'm for it. PHG Arrow revving the daylights out of that Mazda. Hear it scream. 200 miles an hour up into 5th gear.
Not gonna lie, this race has gone a lot better than I thought, because I usually, if I don't bottle quality, I bottle the strat on race day.
I think the strat worked out just right.
Yeah. Got 2.5 seconds for Florinota, who's doing a heck of a job Like
Yeah.
you guys
The
are getting
tires-
under the lap.
The tires eventually did catch up with him, and it kind of put him to a standstill for these last couple of laps.
Not too far
But
behind Corridor, having a solid run, maintaining that P3.
Yeah, hot air. He definitely took on too much fuel, and he's made up time to Corridor, but I think there were not enough laps to mediate that.
All right, last lap.
Last lap indeed. Looks like Digital Relay is going to bring home P1 for GT3 with a 10-second gap over Amarillo Dash and Cornbread. And a gap there as well. Looks like everyone has quite a gap. Should be the end of the race for several of these GT3 drivers here, as they shouldn't get around with another lap. Mr. Casual leading the charge. Coming up, about to lap them all once again. He's going to catch him at just the right time. Into the left-hander. For the last time, 37 times of asking, and Casual has made it out successfully. But can he survive the bus stop on his 37th lap to victory? Focus, Casual, focus. No pressure.
Oh,
Nice.
Mr. Casual coming across and will be the victor of the final round of the PHG World Series, assuming he doesn't have an engine failure. And across the line he goes. Florinota fighting hard, coming up from 6th to 2nd. Corridor across the line. Digital Relay now on his final lap, coming out of the infield. Should be an easy win. Hot Air has crossed the line. Krulov now hoping he has enough fuel to get across the line. And that is NVR Saint. PHG Aero will finish where he started in P7.
I like to think of this as a nice redemption arc for Mr. Casual after the mistake from last round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so definitely well deserved. Wasn't really easy either. You kind of had to fight for that one because you had hard charging Florinota, you had Corridor in the mix, and then you had Hot Air with the mistake. But if not for that mistake, he would have been right there on your heels as well. So couldn't be anybody's game.
But yeah, I think trying to minimize my time on the hards helped instead of doing like a full stint on the hards like I did last race.
That is Digital Relay, Amarillo Dash, and Drobo recovering and rounding out the podium because Cornbread ran out of fuel.
Oh goodness!
Oh no! Cornbread,
I was.
He's lucky because Tommy and Stamps already finished the race, so this is going to be a long coast.
Yeah, I was questioning his ability to finish the race because I noticed he had the lowest fuel of anybody. I think, yeah, the other guys, Tommy was right there as well, but yeah, they're done for.
Thanks.
Well, we have a lot of runoff time. It's okay. We got all day.
Well, we will have 30 seconds. And here's the slowest way to get through the bus stop.
Yeah, my only practice for the race was the double checking how many laps were ran, and that was it.
And we got a $10 super chat from PHG Aero. GG's NVR. Thank you, Aero. Good job. Good job. And that is that. Well done, Mr. Casual. Great race suit. Pole
Yeah,
position and the victory.
not used to having a good race for once. I mean, I have okay races, but not like a enough race to win. But thank you.
Indeed. Well, will you take us through the results here?
Of course. Uh, yeah, that's going to be kind of same. But yeah, you got yours surely, Mr. Casual, with the race win in GT1. Then, and second, trying to put his best foot forward to challenge me, Florinota in second. Then rounding out the podium, you got Corridor, who is on third. Hot Air, like even though you finished fourth, yeah, you gave me something to think about for most of that race, so well done. The Hot Air in fourth, and then another MVR member in fifth place, Krulo. Good job. And finishing the trio in GT1 of MVRs is Saint in sixth place. And all things considered, from what I've heard, well done to PHG's Arrow, doing the best he can. Then winner of our GT3 class is S7R's Digital Relays. So well done, sir. Then in ninth, we got PHG Emerald Dash. I heard your name a few times, so I couldn't see where you were at specifically, but well done, sir. Then you in 10th place, you got Gerbil, so good job, sir. Then the cornbread didn't quite have enough fuel to make it to the end, but everyone else had already finished, so well done, sir. And that was for 11th. And 12th, you have Tommy Turismo. Sir. And last but not least, you got PHG Stamps and lucky number 13. Good job, sir.
All right. Well, there we have it. Excellent race from our drivers here. We've got one more coming up. But before we do that, let's go ahead and pick our drivers of the race. We'll start with you, Mr. Casual.
I think my pick. Don't worry, I'm not going to pick myself. I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, if Hot Air had been up there with me, I probably would have gone with Hot Air. But all things considered, I think I'm going with Florinota on that one. He said he fell back initially at the beginning, and he didn't have slip. So,
well, he started
in
sixth,
mind,
so he was in the back for sure.
Yeah, so with that in mind, I think I'm going to have to go with Florinota as my pick.
That's was going to be who I picked, so I 100% agree. How about you, Shaggy?
Off of pure luck, I'm gonna say Drobo grabbing the podium because I was pretty sure Cornbread was gonna grab it, but unfortunately ran out of fuel. And Drobo right place, right time.
Well, now you took the other one I was going to say. So I'm going to say the obvious and say Mr. Casual for just having a dominant performance. So we got Drobo, we got Mr. C, and we got Florinota. We're going to get a poll up in the chat, and then we're going to go on break here, and then we'll be back for the final split of the Season 4 PHG World Series. So we'll be back in a bit.
A disaster transforms your home into a place of chaos, where everything that could go wrong does. This is the world of Paul Davis Restoration, where our experts are ready, trained, and equipped to restore your home, to make things right. Paul Davis Property Restoration Experts. When things go wrong, we do what's right.
Strap in, feel the hum in your hands. This is 4D. Heat on my palms, grip locked, heart racing. Shoes hit the pedal, whole room shaking. Jersey on my back, hair pulled low and blazing. blazing. Every turn I take, got the ghosts I'm chasing. 4D in my veins, feel that fire when I play, when I move, when I break, when I bang through the lane. 4D on my skin, when I lose, when I win, I'm alive in the light of the game I'm in. 4D, 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 it's different. Yeah, that's winning. Grit in my voice, baseline under my breath, glove print stamped on the wheel like a crest. I don't just play, I live it. Every stitch says get it. From the couch to the checkered, I'm the storm when I wear it. 4D in my veins. Different. It's different. Yeah.
Be right back, don't move! PHG World Series Season 4!
Watch the lanes, hold the line.
One more lap, then we fly.
Still shaking from the call. Tires hot, the clock stay mean. Every split cuts clean.
PHG!
PHG,
Hold that roar in your chest. PHG!
PHG,
We're coming back for the rest. PHG! PHG!
take the lead.
PHG! PHG!
Chase the speed.
One more round, we're
Back inside.
PHG! PHG! Burn tonight! Turn it up! Feel that pulse.
Hands on the wheel.
Eyes on the goal! PHG! PHG!
Take the lead.
PHG! PHG!
Chase the speed. One more round, we're back inside.
PHG! PHG! Burn tonight!
Oh, rise up now. Oh, hear that shout.
Steel and thunder, side by side!
PHG keeps the fire alive.
PHG! PHG!
Take the lead.
PHG! PHG!
Chase the speed. One more round, we're back inside.
PHG! PHG! Burn tonight!
Be right back.
Keep the feet alive.
PHG World Series.
We'll return
Hey, we're almost there.
Hold your line, hold your fire.
PHG in the air.
Season 4, take it higher. Higher, higher.
Pit lane, open wide, tires fresh, hearts alive. Fuel up, lock and tight, we'll be back in a minute's time. Grid map, clean and bright, gloves on, set for flight. Keep that spark in view, the next green flag's coming soon. Hands up, don't drift away, we're just on a short delay. Eyes up, stay with the ride, we'll hit that track on the other side.
PHG, PHG, be right back with me. PHG, PHG, keep that energy. PHG, PHG, feel that heartbeat rise. PHG, PHG, we're back in a flash tonight. Curbs cut, apex call, heat is thick and the pace won't stall. Crowd sound, wave by wave, every lap got a name to save.
Blue flags, clean pass through, fresh rubber, nothing to lose. Stay tuned, don't fade out, we're almost ready to scream it out. Hands up, don't drift away, we're just on a short delay. Eyes up, stay with the ride, we'll hit that track on the other side. PHG, PHG,
Be right back with me.
PHG, PHG,
Keep that energy.
PHG, PHG,
Feel that heartbeat rise.
PHG, PHG.
We're back in a flash tonight. Yeah, keep it locked. You know what time it is. PHG World Series Season 4. When we return, it's full send. No chill, just wheels.
Don't go far. Stay where you are. Drums roll, spirits climb. We're crossing back in perfect time. PHG, PHG,
Be right back with me.
PHG, PHG,
Keep that energy.
PHG, PHG,
Feel that heartbeat rise.
PHG, PHG.
We're back in a flash tonight.
Hold that tear,
Keep it near.
PHG is here.
We're back. We're back.
And we're back. Welcome, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed that first race. Happy 4th of July. We got a poll in the chat that should be closing soon for our driver of that first race. It was very, very impressive stuff. And it looks like the winner is Florinoda with 40% of the
Nice.
votes. Well deserved, Florinoda, and congratulations. Congratulations indeed. Well, we have one more race coming, Mr. Casual.
Yeah.
We get to do this one more again. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and say thank you to our sponsors one more time. First up, we have SimNet. SimNet Racing is focused on delivering high-quality, affordable sim racing hardware, highlighted by their SP Pro load cell pedal set. Designed to provide precise braking feel, consistency, and improved control for competitive drivers. Built by sim racers for sim racers, their products strike the perfect balance between performance and accessibility. Visit their website at simnetracing.com and use code PHG GTWS at checkout for a discount.
And our next sponsor is Paul Davis. With decades of experience in residential and commercial restoration, Paul Davis Restoration is a trusted leader in emergency services, water and fire damage restoration, mold remediation, reconstruction, and large loss recovery. Their commitment to professionalism, rapid response, and customer care has made them a respected name across the industry, and their website is pauldavis.com.
Next up, we have 4D Racewear, been with us for a while now. 4D Racewear, makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes and custom apparel designed for sim racing by sim racers. 4D sim racing shoes are custom engineered to connect racers to the pedals in a way no other racing shoe can, and still provide all the comfort needed for those double and triple stints. Visit 4dracewear.com and check out the original racing gloves for your feet. Use discount code PAPA10X at checkout for a discount.
Our final sponsor for Season 4 is MZW. MZW delivers high quality sim racing gear, including custom GT style wheel replicas and premium accessories built for performance, precision, and immersion, especially within the Fanatec Ghost system. And their website is mzwsimhardware.com.
Indeed, and a big thank you and shout out to our good friend iHecta for the 1999. Thank you all for another awesome season. Woman dancing, woman dancing, woman dancing. Indeed. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the round info. Just to remind everybody what we're doing here, we got 60 minutes at the Daytona road course, 5 times tire wear, racing hards, racing mediums are required. Fuel is at 4X with 3 liters of fuel per second, and the cars are the GT1 Group C Legends and the GT3 American cars. Very good setup, and then let's go ahead and take a look. We got a lot of open spots, so we got a few drivers adding to the list, but we'll go ahead. These are the ones for split 3.
4.
We got split 4. Thank you. We got NVR's Slow K. We got PHG Diablo. We got K Naranjo, PHG Jersey, and GT3. We have FAF Elzo, Speed Bump, Metal, Mullet, Jeffrey, Wid, and Johnny Boy. So that's what we got for split 4. Final split. I know we heard tell of some other people joining the lobby. I can't wait to see who all gets into this race. But with it being kind of a mix-up of drivers, what do we see? Oh, actually, this is perfect. Let's take a look. So we do have FAF Elzo in the Ferrari, in the Viper, Speed Bump in the Ford GT, Corridor making a second appearance. He can't get enough of Daytona. He's in the Corvette C7. Jeffrey GT in the Viper, RTR's Diablo in the 787B, RAR Johnny Boy is now part of RAR and is in the Viper. NBR Slow K in the 787B. S7R's Wid, who, I mean, we know how fast he is in the Corvette. And then we have Horn of Plenty, Horn of Plenty, Horn of Plenty, Horn of Plenty, Horn of Plenty in the 787B. And then I cannot see who is in the Viper because our sponsors are in the way. Metal. I've raced against Metal quite a bit. Very nice fella. So that's who we have here. What are you thinking, Mr. Casual?
With GT1, it'll probably be between I would say Oak and Jersey. Jersey, when he actually focuses, it was like he's not a slow guy.
No,
Don't let him tell you. Yeah, don't let him fool you with his age. He'll tell you, "Oh, I'm old."
Yeah,
Yeah,
neither of
they
them
were on
are
the
in
list,
there.
but they were not able to
Okay,
make it.
okay.
I think Oak didn't have any of the
Mm.
cars. I don't know if
No.
that's a good excuse or not, but as they have all been in the Legends in the last like so many weeks of the season. No excuse. Sorry, guy.
Yeah.
But tragic as it is, we still have
Yeah.
3 people competing in GT1. Enough, for a full podium celebration. So podium by default. Take it.
Mhm. Mhm.
But we do have the full assortment of GT3 drivers, which
Okay.
I think we'll have more focus on GT3 this split than the last split, as it was pretty exciting in GT1 for split 2, and it'll be the opposite in this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see Wiz using the vet. I'm like, well, at least he's not using the meta car this time around. I was like, sir, you're not getting any points for using the meta car.
It looks like we're going to get underway soon as Shaggy resets the lobby. Looking
Yeah,
forward to this one.
it's essential. There's a
Lobby
time
resets.
difference. Yeah, there's a time difference, so I kind of have to do it because it'll get dark much sooner if I don't, and then you'll be going into a night race when people might not have prepared for that.
Yep,
Because it does change. It does change a lot
it
of the
does.
aspect, especially with the visual and the tire wear and everything.
Then with Wiz being the vet, I wonder if he's trying to win Sal's heart this weekend.
Mhm.
You got a couple of bets out there,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah,
All right.
but happy to see Corridor pulling
Uh-huh.
double duty. Something that I did last night. I did a couple other rounds as well. It's exhausting but fun.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's see.
It's always a good time at Daytona, I tell you what. Even if it's wet, even if it's cold, even if it's hot, it's a good time.
Oh yeah.
I had a really good um,
Oh,
sausage sandwich.
oh.
Kind of like, I guess I think it was kind of Chicago-esque, but it was like sausage and grilled onions and barbecue
Mm,
sauce.
okay.
And they have the typical food there. You can get the mini Papa John's pizzas.
Mm,
You can get chicken tenders, regular hot dog, but then they had this one stand in the stadium that was selling these sausages. And man,
ooh,
Arrow and I both got one because we were going to
ah.
get pizza, but then we saw the sausage cart and I was very impressed. It's better than the generic food at the track.
Okay.
Yeah, well, 2 years ago I got the hot dog. Were you with me? Yes. Oh my goodness, I couldn't remember if it was you or Augustella, and it was like it looked like a shriveled up like jerky link.
Sure. Oh, wow.
And I went. I was like, I can't eat this. And then the manager was like, "Why did you give him that hot dog? We have a whole drawer full of fresh hot dogs." I'm like, okay, good.
That's hilarious.
There's always some type of shenanigan that happens at Daytona for sure. Like Papa tried to take a selfie, uh, goes down in history as the greatest ever. Of I mean, 30 minutes of this man trying to set up a timer on his phone to take a picture of us.
Goodness me.
It was good times. It was good times. Come out to Daytona, y'all. It's fun. It's worth it. It's worth it. There's hotels all over the place. If you don't have a camping spot, if you just want to come for the day, you can come for the day. Like it's a good time, and I highly recommend it. Same with at Coda. A few of us go to the WEC race every year in September. Um, Again, there's plenty of places to stay in the area in the Austin area, and it's a lot of fun. We got to meet
Man.
Wicco, aka Banana. No,
Okay.
yeah, no.
What's
Who's
going
Banana and
to
who's Caper?
what's going to want to ask real quickly, should I hop into this race in the Jaguar for GT1?
If you want
No,
to.
no, no. Well, no. It's just that if you've already ran a race,
Yeah, no worries. I was just asking.
I know people want to to like fill in a spot and everything, but if you've already raced, probably not as fair as just nothing against you or
Yeah,
anything
yeah. Oh, yeah.
or
You're
anyone
fine.
thinking that way. Yeah,
That's why I asked first.
So smart.
of
So
course.
smart.
But yeah, we'll be starting now, so everybody get ready.
Here we go.
All right.
All right.
All cars to grid positions.
Smaller
All
range,
cars to
but
grid positions.
Get
like to think it's
ready,
a little more-
everybody. Buckle
a
up.
little more intimate now, with a smaller lobby. I think we had that for round one. There was smaller lobbies, but everybody was still racing so close together. And it was the first round and the first iteration of this, so everybody was kind of getting a feel for it. It was probably good that the lobbies were a little smaller. That way you could kind of learn
Here
a little
we go.
more.
On board with NBR Slow K as they come around the pit entry. And this race is underway, full throttle racing. Coming down into T1. RTR Diablo. Oh, late on the brakes, sending it up the inside already of Slow K Diablo now up into P1. Horn of Plenty up into P2. Very nicely done as the shakeup begins. Racing mediums on the top three drivers.
everyone
also leading the way in the GT3.
Everyone seems to be playing nice in GT3. Just keep an eye on them. Nothing really to report on in GT3.
Everybody's keeping it civil. Single file through and through. S7R Wid on the racing hards in P7. It's weird. I've been so used to P7 being the last of the GT1 cars. My brain just went, that's not right. That's not right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's a little different.
And I missed it, but I guess Horn had a moment going on to the that section, and but he seems to be getting back to where he's, I think fifth in the replay. Yeah, there he is in the
He's
replay.
falling back quite a bit. Got to make up time.
Well, I think he jumped into this and probably no practice. Probably didn't even know what car. Like, oh, okay, we use that one then.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I mean, that's what you can do here. You can jump in pretty much anytime.
Yeah.
If there's an open slot, any round, any week, doesn't matter. As long as you've been invited in, don't just jump in and without
Don't be a party crasher.
Yeah, no. We're not trying to be Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn here. We're not race wedding crashers. So don't do that.
A
But-
race wedding. I'd go to one of those.
Right? So I think
that
in some
work?
places that might be illegal to marry your car, but
Oh,
Fair enough.
I race themed weddings, sure. Y'all can both dress like Dale Earnhardt or something. I don't know. Why not?
Or bringing up the rear in the Corvette. Looking smooth, though. I like his livery. I enjoy driving this Corvette quite a bit.
It is a nice car.
And you get the benefit of the short shift on a, kind of a bit of a, not a fuel saver, but you definitely don't want to be a fuel burner, as we learned. Mr. Casual demonstrated that perfectly for us. Actually, Cornbread demonstrated it perfectly.
yeah.
Sorry, Cornbread.
I want to say, I know I saw Diablo say he hasn't driven GT1 at all this season. So or at least our series, he hasn't even driven the car.
That's a good time to start, huh?
Yeah, seems to be going well enough.
Right. Well, he's not exactly a slow driver, so I'm pretty sure he's adept to anything he hops into and can easily format whatever the mindset needs to be to, come out pretty good. Though, I mean, you only have two opponents in this, which we've watched real life endurance races where there might only be a handful of drivers in a particular class.
Mhm.
You might only be, competing for literally who gets the win and who gets the bottom of the podium.
Yep.
But in the end, it's still, hey, I did that. I competed. I went the way, and I finished the race. And sometimes that's all that matters.
Yep. I recently, I technically won my class at autocross 2 events ago.
Did you say you
showed up?
no
But it was
car?
because I was the only one in my class. However,
Yeah.
I still got 25 points for the championship, for the
Okay.
win.
I mean, still,
Just showing up was enough.
that's
for
all
me.
it takes. Yeah.
Kind of like what Toyota did when they, I think, first made the hyperclass in WEC.
Just show up. Well, I mean, they kept winning Le Mans because they had no competition. They just show up and win by several laps. It's like, good job.
Got a battle here between S7R's Witt and Jeffrey. Having to back out of it a little bit going into the chicane, speed bump just ahead of them.
Yeah.
Went out of the chicane,
Okay.
Jeffrey a little bit wide on the exit, but looked okay. Let's see if we can get something happening going into T1. Jeffrey luckily has speed bump there, providing a bit of slipstream, making it a little bit harder for Witt. And as we saw, the Viper is the car of choice for our top drivers, so he might have a bit of an advantage on the Corvette as well.
Yeah.
I also feel like. Go ahead.
I was going to say, see, Witt has more fuel than both Speed Bump and Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey goes deep, and that allows Witt by. Jeffrey goes way deep, almost into the back of the speed bump. Take a look at that again. You can see he's just got so much speed coming in. Hits the brakes. Oh, he comes off the brakes a little bit. And that little bit there runs him wide, allowing Witt through up.
But yeah, we do have a laundry list of drivers making their first starts of the season in the opposite class of what they've become accustomed to. So Corridor is running GT3 for the first time. Johnny Boy, GT3 for the first time. Jeffrey, Wid, both GT3 for the first time. Horn, I believe this is the first race he's competed and actually been into for GT1. Slowcase, he's been racing in GT1, he's fine. And Diablo making his first appearance in GT1 as well. And I think Slowcase is getting the feel for the car. He might not have practiced as much because he did jump into this race. I don't think he qualified. Did he qualify? I cannot remember. Actually, he might have qualified.
I have it right here. No time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So he jumped into this. He probably hasn't practiced much, but I think he's getting the handle of the car because he's made up about 1.5 seconds on Diablo in the last couple of laps. He does have the tire advantage, but still, like the hards and the mediums, there's not much difference after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think especially with Diablo jumping into this and not having as much practice as everybody else probably in these cars, he's doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, because sometimes it's actually better to not practice too much. I've had that happen a few times where I practice so much and it's like on race day I can't do anything that I was doing in practice.
My hands hurt after a while.
Moving up into P5. Now he just has Elso ahead. Take the lead in P3.
I put my practices in deploying energy like an F1. Like I'm gonna hold on to it for a while until I really need to do it, and then I'll do it, get a little practice out, and then I'm gonna save it up until the next race or practice needs to be done.
Yeah, with me, it kind of depends on do I like the combo? And then, okay, if I like the combo, am I busy with work that week?
Right.
'Cause there's
Well, I am busy with work all week. I'm just gonna make do.
Because for me, well, he went a bit deep into the stop, but seems fine enough. Yep, no penalty, so yeah, managed it well enough. But yeah, it's like with me, it's like with the time I get off from work, it usually if I'm going to take a nap, it usually takes me a few hours before I'll be sleepy enough to sleep, and then it'll be like, but maybe about 6 or so my time. And it's like, okay, do I want to try and do any practice, or do I want to just like save my energy for if I gotta work tomorrow?
Yeah. I can't stand practicing. It's annoying.
It can be.
Clearly pays off.
I did a Nations race earlier and had to do a little practice, just enough. Get you filled with the car, go win the race, and then that's it. No more of that.
Enough.
Slow-K is under a second to Diablo now.
All right, so Slow-K, we got Wid trying to take the lead in GT3, and we got Slow-K trying to take the win in GT1.
Yeah.
You're now 10 minutes in. 10 minutes in.
Yeah, that's why I often talk about. I basically just do, unless I just suck at the combo and actually need to practice. Generally, I just figure out what I need to do strat-wise, and I'm like, okay, that's good enough.
Right. Yep, tires will go this far, fuel go this far, done.
Okay. But yeah, the Slow-K is hoping to give Diablo something to think about.
I'll give you something to think about.
There was lag. I was watching Slow-K and it looked like he was just riding the wall. I was like, I don't know if that's going to help you or not, but okay. I think it was just the way I was looking at it. Like he's not actually on the wall. It's just the perspective.
Yeah, from this, from our angle, he's not.
No.
But yeah, that does happen. That happens quite a bit. It's in that look.
Oh, we got P6. We got Jeffrey taking on Wid. As Wid's trying to get up close to Elzo.
So the battle is on. There's top
Jeffrey
spots
said,
in GT1 or GT3.
He's like, you can beat me in GT1, but you can't beat me in GT3. I'll show you. Yeah, not like that.
Diablo round. It's okay. Right on his heels.
Jeffrey got into the back of Wid a little bit. He let him go by though. He didn't overtake. Little bump.
Okay.
Yeah, no, good sportsmanship. Jeffrey's a good guy. He ain't gonna try to pass him that way. He don't want to win that way.
Nope. That's a loud speed bump. Slowly get back into the conversation.
Speaking of back into the conversation, Slow-K is now 0.6 behind Diablo. And he's in the slip.
Looking good. But yeah, there were a few times. I was glad the camera wasn't on me, because I think it was one of the first times that hot air overtook me, and I found out what some of the dirty air I've been giving him. after turn 2, where you got that little kink before you got your next hairpin, I decided to play some lawnmower simulator.
It's like, I've been doing this to him. Man, I was such a jerk. This is what he's going through behind me? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think I know why he has gone up a few times. My condolences.
It all makes sense. So, okay, approaching the slower traffic, getting through just fine, but that has allowed Diablo to pull away quite a bit. So did you find navigating the traffic very difficult, Casual? Oh, Diablo goes
That's
deep.
Diablo.
Diablo's deep.
Yep.
Okay,
Whoa.
now able to take
Yeah.
the lead.
No doubt that's from the inexperience of dealing with the slower GT3 car. The shoe has been on the other foot for him for the season. He's used to being past and not the one having to make the overtake on a slower car. Yeah, it's a little fun.
Yeah, I think Diablo's used to being the one getting bullied by the faster class,
Right.
and now he's the bully.
And Slowcase
And Slowcase-
lets Diablo back. Why? Question mark?
I don't
Yeah.
think he wanted to chance it with speed bump through there because he knew the exit was going to be compromised. He was going to run right up on speed bump trying to get out of there. That is just making it a little more interesting. Either way.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
probably
it
would have
was.
been side by side there if he did.
Wow, that was crazy.
Uh-oh. Diablo's Wid! Patience. There you go. Nice.
Very good. But
Props to Elzo for hanging out in front of Wid for so long. In front of
Elzo's
Wid.
been doing great.
But yeah, I would say I'm probably more accustomed to multi-class racing because I watch a fair bit of multi-class racing since I'm into LMU. So it's like I kind of have probably a better idea than some people of what to go for and when to like just wait.
For sure. We ride on board with Horn.
Well, the bright side Horn is you won't be even though you'll be hashtag last place, you'll be on the podium.
That's a good
That's
place.
right.
Mhm.
I just applaud the effort to jump in, probably with no practice and no idea what's going on, but to still be here, that's what counts.
Respect.
I mean, it's the experience sometimes. You don't have to go out there and win every race or finish the best. You can be laps down, but as long as you gain that knowledge, so that the next time something like this pops up, you have that much more insight to what you're getting into. So he comes back for the next season or another time we do multi-class racing. He's a little more prepared.
Woo! Wid squeezed a
Yeah.
little bit into the wall there. You can see the Corvette struggling to maintain pace with these Vipers on the straight. But what a sandwich. We got Viper, Viper into the International Horseshoe, and Jeffrey's going to try to go up the inside, get on the throttle. Space is given. Wid able to hold on to P5.
It's a Mopar sandwich.
Mopar sandwiches. Is that similar to a po' boy?
Yeah, but this one tastes a little like incompetent.
Oh no! Elzo goes deep, completely off the track. It was like the car didn't want to turn. He's going to lose out to speed bump as well. Look at this again. What happened? Was there contact on the brakes? He's just trying to carry too much speed. Doesn't get it slowed down, and off the track he goes.
Yeah,
I think
too far
sometimes
wide.
Your worst enemy is like overthinking a corner or not necessarily not being aware, but just like thinking too much of the person behind you. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to send it here? And then you just, by the time you're level-headed again, you're already in the turn and off the track. It can be brutal. I think Papa did that twice yesterday when I got near him. And I was in a different car. I was like, I'm not a threat to you. You're not a threat to me.
Wid now all over the back of Jeffrey. Jeffrey able to go into the pits, and that gives Wid the lead in PG3.
All right. gap between Diablo and Soul K at the front is about 4.6, roughly, give or take.
Okay. Metal also in the pits. That's allowing Corridor to move up in position.
Okay.
And Corridor will be needing to pit soon as well. He is on the Racing Hearts. He's got plenty of tire life, just doesn't have the fuel. Then I imagine he goes over to the mediums after this, just like Metal and Jeffrey.
I do anticipate Corridor doing a two-stopper. Metal and Jeffrey don't know if they're gonna, unless they save a good bit on these next couple of stints, if they're gonna make a three-stopper. Not too sure.
Only time will tell.
Oh yeah.
Jeffrey coming out on the schmediums.
Okay.
Born of Plenty cutting through the field.
The Slow K has fastest lap. They just posted with his 34.9.
Working those mediums. Quarter tank of fuel, so Horn doing much better on fuel than Slow K. Yeah, quite a bit.
He's probably got about maybe 35%.
Or yeah. And that is into the pits is S7R's Wid, our current GT3 leader, followed in by Speed Bump. Elzo as well. We would imagine Corridor comes in. That'll see where Jeffrey comes out in relation to Wid. We're now 20 minutes into this race. Jeffrey,
Yeah,
where are you?
These long races, you have no idea what's going to happen towards the end until like the last 5 minutes, when all the come together, and you're like, oh, that's what that was for. When you question a call early on in the race from somebody pitting early or staying out, and you're like, oh, that makes sense now. You know, 40 minutes later.
Because as I've been thinking about it, I think a thing that helped me win Split 2 was if I had like under fuel my second stint, I think Florinota probably would have had me.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of different things that could have went wrong. That it just come out that close.
And Jeffrey
Also-
comes out just ahead of Wid. Very nicely done.
All right.
Loke in the pits as well.
Pretty good. It's kind of going to be bittersweet after this race is over. It's like, part of me is happy having some time off on the weekends, but I was like, well, it means I won't be doing any more racing for probably however long it is before we start up season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Get
be
you some
it'll be
LMU
a
time.
month.
Get you some retro rewind time.
But it's like I could race in our technical off season and say like do NRL for example, but knowing me, I need to save myself, because if I don't save myself, I'm just going to be like burned out like a matchstick. So that's why I don't do NRL. It's like, okay, I can focus on one or the other. If I do both, I'm going to like not actually kill myself, but yeah.
Well,
You'll run yourself into the ground.
You feel the same way commentating for one league and then trying to run another league. You feel the same way just being behind production of a league and then trying to race that league or race another league. And I'm like, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna do whatever GT7 PD has for different nations and manufacturers if that pops up again. Probably won't do anything else, but I also got to prepare for the next season, get everything started. Soon after all this is over, we'll start the poll for all the tracks, and I kind of want to do a World Cup style kind of thing going on, elimination style, to determine what tracks we want to use. But we'll get to the point, because I do want to put everything on up there to vote for. I guess probably not every single iteration of Lago Marzio, but There's like 12 of those.
Yeah.
You can
Okay,
do
everybody wants to do-
a whole league that is just you do each layout.
Lago.
That's like six races, right?
Pretty much.
Or is it 8?
There's more. Because you got the normal way, and then you got reverse of all those,
Of each,
or whichever ones have
Yeah, I
reverse.
think there's 8.
Yeah, good Lord. Because I was thinking at most 9, races, a little bit longer season, but I also want to make it a bigger season and space it out, like not have 4 races in a row, maybe 2 or 3 at a time, and take a break, another couple, once we figure out the time and everything for other leagues and different things that we're associated with, we got
a
a
penalty
plan.
for Jeffrey. Have the second. He has Wid hunting him down. That's going to give Wid the lead again as RTR's Diablo, a race leader, goes into the pit.
I'm starting to wonder if I'm a glutton for punishment, because the second they give us the ability to put Nürburgring reverse on here, probably if I can get that in there, I'm going to make everyone suffer.
Oh no, I will veto your choice.
So
a word from production, the proprietor says no as well.
all right, I got my backup to that is we'll do one of the St. Croix tracks, but at nighttime, because I'll always remember that. First time we did one of those
that was
TK
hilarious.
lobbies, it was
Everybody died.
Yeah, everyone was just a bunch of lemmings.
We were just it'd be like all 13 drivers just drive off the same corner in the exact same way.
Monkey see, monkey do. Into a corner.
Everyone's
Like surely they know where they're going.
Everyone was like, there ain't no way Casual knows how to drive this track. And it's like, well, I'll be damned. It's like, he does know this track.
You are the only one in the history of everything.
You're the few.
You're the one. You're Neo. You're the one. On that one.
I feel the same way about Alsace Village as well.
Oh,
I like
Village.
Alsace Village.
Yeah. They don't use it as much because during GT Sport, they actually had some dailies there. Like they would sometimes run group 2 there.
I think it's one of the few that's actually just as good in reverse as it is, the normal way. Because a lot of them, there's a predominant, okay, I don't want to do this one in reverse at all. I just want to do the normal way, and that's perfect. Because it seems like that one, I don't know, it works out either way. Because sometimes they don't align it right to where if you read it backwards, it made sense.
Yeah.
Like nerve.
Turns are designed,
Why?
Turns are designed specifically to be run a specific way. I like the short Lake Maggiore, the short layout in both.
I know what you mean.
Front and back is great. Either you start with the chicane or tight left-hander into the long right, or you finish with that in reverse. It's nice, especially in slow cars. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
We got a couple battles going on right now for Johnny Boy.
And also
behind the speed bump. And then Jeffrey behind Wid, staying with him still, even after the penalty. So I think Wid, you'll save it a little bit.
Gap between Diablo and Sloke is around 2 seconds. And I looked earlier, it was closer to 5 seconds.
Woo! There goes Diablo. That was the perfect time to jump on board with speed bump. Johnny Boy giving speed bump a little bump himself.
No, I will put St. Croix on the pole, but it rarely gets votes. It's one of those ones that I have to just do it by myself and hope people actually don't murder me for picking that. But
on the bright side, I think St. Croix doesn't have weather, so people can't jump on me. I was like, or weather.
It's so weird that Dragon Trail has weather and that doesn't, of all the places. You know?
It's like, it seems no rhyme or reason. It's like, okay. I was like, why doesn't something like Brands Hatch have weather? It's constantly raining over there on that side of the pond. It should have rain, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
You never know.
I mean, very impressed with Jeffrey's performance here. We all know Wid's abilities, and Jeffrey just hanging on like this has been quite excellent to see, gotta say.
Granted, there's probably a car advantage there, but Jeffrey's not
Slightly, but
exactly
still,
a scrub.
Yeah. I mean, Wid doesn't typically make mistakes, so
Right.
to stay there we're about halfway through this race now, and very, very impressed with these drivers, especially pretty much everybody coming in with only the practice they have is what they've done in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, but Jeffrey picks up a half-second penalty.
You said Wid didn't make
Serve it here.
mistakes, and then Jeffrey made the mistake
Jeffrey
for him.
doesn't make it. And that's, I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. How many mistakes is he going to make? See, he's now dropped back a second from Wid. Exactly what Wid needed. Now that we're halfway through, I think this is a great time once again to crank it up. To enjoy the sound of these beautiful engines. I hope you all enjoyed the noise of those cars going in a circle around this track. I know I sure. Here we are. We've got 25 minutes remaining of this race. We're over halfway. Horn of Plenty brings up the rear and maintains his podium position. 1 minute off of Diablo. That could have been right. Was that right?
Yes. He's,
Yeah, okay, so he's
minute
pitted.
9.
Okay.
Diablo's
Johnny Boy
at
says he picked the trash strat, so Johnny Boy clearly.
I think we just saw a win mistake.
a win mistake.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it in
Oh,
real
man.
time. He went
Yep.
too wide on the exit of the chicane and picked up a half-second pin.
All right, everyone,
So
get
that was
your cameras
Jeopardy get-
out.
Little room.
Can you believe it? He made a mistake. Let's everybody.
Do you
make
believe
sure
in
he doesn't
miracles?
forget. Make sure he doesn't
Yep.
forget that one. Jeffrey,
Yeah, everyone-
gonna try to miss that.
Take a picture and frame it.
That's right.
Jeffrey now has
Wait, right-
the lead with 1.1 seconds behind.
And Metal is, still behind Speed Bump. They've been going back and forth for a little while now. But Speed Bump has the advantage. I don't know how Metal's able to keep up with him. Tires are getting a little bad there.
Yeah, a little second hand, some people would say.
Yeah, probably should go get some new ones soon.
The horns
Speed bump.
in the bits.
Some defense.
Mr. Plenty, getting rid of those hards. And see, he has plenty of fuel left. He just doesn't like being on those hard.
I don't think he's going to be able to make it going on the mediums because, yeah, because you're
I don't
looking
know.
at what?
He's been really good on tire wear. So let's see.
Let's see.
He's a smooth operator.
We'll see. It might be a little close by the end, but all right. Keep an eye out for Horn. See if his tires are screaming or not.
Well, either way, he's guaranteed a P3, so have a little fun with it.
Curiously,
Into the chicane.
curiously, he's getting blue flagged by Slow K. He's in front of Slow K.
Okay, about to lap Horn, huh? How about that?
But that actually will probably help Slow K a little bit. There's quite a gap to Diablo, but every little bit helps, as they say.
Got Metal in.
Metal. They have Elzo. E7.
Oh, that takes care of that. Horn got a penalty in the bus stop, so
It's going to allow Slow K to put him a lap down, but still manages to hold on to that podium.
I wanted to run this race because we did have a number of drivers qualify. More drivers from GT3, and I wanted to be able to get everybody a chance to race if they wanted to, especially being the weekend that it is. And if you're home and you're not busy and wanted to do something, might have been a little bored before festivities night or whatever. You got something to drop into and have a little fun with and connect with your buddies and just a good old day. So I want to make sure everybody had a chance. I didn't want to leave anybody out, especially the last round of the season, and people can get an idea of what they're, what it's been about if they haven't been able to compete or have been busy in life, because life these days is constant being busy. So it's good. I didn't care how many people showed up. I was just happy they're here.
Absolutely. We appreciate it, Shaggy. We appreciate it.
Well, of course.
And the
See,
people clearly the people do as well.
See, and fit, Jeffrey is in the pits. He had to come in. He's at 0.
All right, so that's giving Wood even more air to breathe.
Okay.
I will say that I believe Jeffrey had to save a little more fuel this last stint because I think he pit on lap 10 before, so he had to run 12 laps
Okay.
when the optimal was about 11. So he should actually be able to push it a little harder on this last stint compared to the last one, anyways.
Yeah.
So Wid, get ready.
Get ready.
Okay. Yeah, looking at Wood's fuel, looks like he will probably be in this lap.
Oh yeah. Well, correction. I thought it was on a different lap. Jeffrey might not be able to push as much this time because he does have to go that much further. Well, dang. Wid finding ways around everything, even in a slower car.
Goodness me. Let's see. Oh yeah. He's right there. Yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
punting Wid is always an option. Can never be overlooked.
I don't know how long tank is on for GT3, but I would imagine these three that are in the pits now are probably going to fuel up, presumably all the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely full. I think at most I saw people doing 12, maybe 13 with like decent fuel saving. Unless they tried to go all the way and then it was even more than that. And I don't think that was even the way. But they were trying to one stop. Good luck. I don't think that's possible with GT3. Now, without being
Probably
that
not.
much slower than everybody else. Of course, Wid's out front.
Like you said, of course.
And Jeffrey's right there.
How about
Okay.
that? How about that? Would you look at that? B-Bump Elzo refueling there.
But yeah, look at that Jeffrey's fuel. I'm like, I don't think it'd be quite a maybe.
It really depends on if you get 32 laps or if you get 33. Because if he gets 32, Jeffrey's going to be just fine. If it goes to 33, then not so much. But I don't think Diablo's fast enough to make it where it's going to be 33 for GT3 to have to do.
Yeah, because
It's just when. Go ahead.
he's on mediums and he's been mostly 35s last couple laps with odd 36 every now and then.
It's just when I practice, when it's just by myself and I don't have GT1 cars with me, I can do 33 laps before the time runs out. It just depends on how fast the GT1 cars are in there.
Yeah.
The way it works out, it turns into 32
Yep.
for GT3. Wish I would have known that. I had an extra lap of fuel left. I couldn't even use it because I was saving, thinking I had to go another lap, and then Wid passes, and so it's like, oh, that's the end of the race.
Wait
Crap.
a minute.
Should have punted him so I had another lap. Oh well.
Yeah, Le Mans Ultimate is the same way. They like, if you're in the race and it's saying 27 laps, but you got the leader in the faster class spot behind you and overtakes you before the line, then that will like be your last lap.
Right.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, unfortunate whenever that happens. I'm like, oh well, I guess. Okay, middle. Looking kind of in between Johnny and Speed Bump, so seem to be doing okay thus far. Let's see our middle podium runner in GT1 is Han Lian.
Okay, 67. Diablo just doing just fine
Yeah,
out there
Did
in
think-
the lead.
I did think about doing a hard stint in the middle. I wasn't sure how long I was going to need to stay on those hards. So I was like, you know what, I'll just stay on the faster tire until the end.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I didn't know the strat until I basically went back and watched the race or watched how many laps he did, and I was like, oh, okay, that's how many laps that he knew. Because I practiced GT3, but I didn't practice GT1 strat.
Yeah, because I knew it wasn't a good idea to stay on the hards any longer than you have to, and I had no idea.
No.
So I was like, yeah, I'll just do what I think is the safe strat. Okay, 83.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
About to start
That
lap
has-
29.
Yep. And Diablo's in now.
Quarter of the race remaining.
I wonder if Diablo's doing the same thing I did.
But the
one.
hard tires at the end?
Yeah. Might be.
Huh. We will find out. That or he's just winging it and he doesn't know the strat either. A lot of us didn't know the strat. We just kind of, no, let's hope this works.
There's 60, 70, 80, 85. Number.
Referee with
Okay.
another penalty, unfortunate. Going around with. Into turn one, very nice. Horn of plenty, a minute back.
What happened to Slow K? He's that far
hit it.
behind. I know,
hit it.
but
The one?
interesting.
RTR's,
Let me.
doesn't RTR still need to pit again? Or is RTR done as well?
He should be done.
Diablo's done as well, so I don't know. You're right. Good point.
Interesting. Unless he saved that much more fuel, I have no clue.
Doing some investigating to see if Diablo started on hards or mediums.
Great question. Great question. Wood, again, leading the charge. Did a great job working his way through the field and now holding off Jeffrey to the end of this race.
Diablo is behind Horn, pushing him.
A little slipstream
Hello,
action, a little friendly.
I don't know if he was
Again.
intentionally trying to push him to go faster, or if he was just like, I'm gonna make you go a little fast, you know, just to do a little bit more. Yeah, why not? Yeah, he was practicing shake and bake.
Okay. In bake. That
But if
just
you were-
happened.
But if you win, how am I gonna win? How's that gonna work?
Oh, okay. So Diablo was on the hards at the beginning of the race.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever he's done, it's worked out.
Yeah. That was the only other thing I might have done, but like I mentioned before, I didn't know how long I would have needed to stay on the hard tire.
Yeah.
We still have a battle for the podium, actually, between Metal and Johnny Boy. Nice close battle. Oh, he's pitting. Never mind.
Never
Why not?
mind.
Yeah, I don't think Metal has to pit again. So he's on for a podium right now. If speed bump doesn't charge his way up to his rear end in the Ford GT. Very nice.
All right. Correct, Moose. That is T-Case. The other voice is Shaggy, and yours truly, Mr. Casual, with
what up, Moose?
Papa behind the camera.
Johnny Boy
I just
decided
responded to Moose
soft.
on Discord.
Johnny Boy said, "I'm gonna go as fast as I possibly can in this thing. Put some sauce on. No holding back."
No holding back.
He's very new to the wheels, so he's getting all the experience he can.
Yeah. What wheel did he get?
I have no clue.
Okay.
I'm not the person to ask. Like a round one.
No, it is. Well, no, it could be rectagonal.
I know. I have no clue. It goes right to left and then left to right, and then you get a horn on it.
Toot toot.
That's about it.
Bojangles. I've never been to Bojangles. I hear it's great. Also,
Hey.
I really want to go to Jollibee. Bojangles and Jollibee.
Okay. Yeah, probably my favorite part of, well, I pronounce it as Bojangles, but yeah, however you want to pronounce it, my favorite part is their fries, because they use the good seasoning, not just like your normal table salt. They
Kind of
use
like
good
Arby's.
seasoning.
As far as seasoning goes, Arby's hands down my favorite French fry, fast food French fry. Easy, slow poke or slow K. Sorry, with the fastest lap, 34.226.
But yeah, I was like, kind of a toss up for like, with me and Horn being in the same part of the world. So I'm sure he knows people that prefer KFC, and then there are people that prefer Bojangles.
Fair enough. Fair enough. A little bit of a traffic jam here behind Johnny Boy. And a slow K up quite a bit.
Yeah, Moose said Oak's wheel is pretty cool. It comes with a cool feature, rapid disconnect.
I think that's a James Bond feature of every single thing he has in his car. Rapid disconnect, like the seats.
There we go. They now dispatch Johnny Boy. Slow K's got to get around Horn. Doesn't look like it's happening. He's lifting off as we see Metal dive into the pits here. We've got 7 minutes remaining. That's a bit of a late pit stop.
Yeah.
Going to ruin his day and allow Corridor to move up ahead.
I thought he had enough to make it to the end, unless he's gonna be short on fuel.
Yeah, he's only got 27% of fuel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get some fresh rubber. I mean, he's not going to need a ton of fuel, but he's going to need more than he's got. Let's see.
Put some in now.
There we go. Just a splash of fuel.
Oh,
To
sauce.
get him to the end. And he put
He's
on
on
the soft tire.
Okay. So,
that
Yes,
moves
he was- yeah.
that moves Elzo up into the podium position for GT3, and Jeffrey is still within sight of Wid this entire race.
This is a heck of a drive from Jeffrey. Heck of a drive.
Right? He's over here playing anything you can do, I can do better.
Mhm.
I can do anything
Almost.
better than you.
Almost.
Almost. And then what goes? Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Hold my path.
Oh, you think so? Hold on. Sorry, I've been driving one-handed this whole time.
Right. I'm sorry. Let me remove the blindfold.
I know something you know wrong.
I have been knitting. I have been knitting the whole time.
Driving with my knee.
Here, let me put this baby down and drive for real. Now, we actually have a couple of members of the community that probably are driving around with a baby on their lap, newborns. And she keep popping up out of the woodwork. I'm like, congratulations, but y'all sure, it's a good idea? You got a race to win.
I'm catching corridor. Pretty quickly.
Right there, speed bump on mediums. Yeah, they're both on mediums. Just slightly different eyewear, but about identical between the two.
For those watching, please remember, like and subscribe to Papa's channel. You won't regret it. I love the color of those clouds. Gorgeous.
Right. That is an interesting deal here. I think every time I set it to this, because I've set it to it a number of times. We've had races that went to sunset into night, and the clouds always look like this. A nice, kind of rainbow color scale going on there. Especially going towards the chicane right now. Very nice.
Very nice. Beautiful evening in Daytona, Florida. And
Yeah.
speed bump not letting corridor breathe one bit.
Do that.
I think Wid said, okay, I'll stop playing around now, and actually hit the next gear. Because I'm pretty sure this is the biggest gap he's had on Jeopardy in the entirety of, them being around each other. Not counting pit stops, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, Wid found that extra little bit of go juice and said, let me try this.
4 seconds now between Wade and Jeffrey. Wade cruising. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, coming into the closing minutes of this race. The only thing that could change is can speed bump catch corridor.
Sadly, nobody's running out of gas. I think everybody actually managed their fuel pretty well. They don't have to worry about running out of gas.
Coming up, it should be the final lap for these GT3 cars. We approach minute 38 as they start lap 32. Our leader 7 minutes ahead. 7 minutes ahead. That is amazing.
You too, Moose.
bump, desperate to catch Corridor, has Horn of Plenty behind him.
Yep.
But I don't think Horn's going to be kind enough to give him any assistance as they get onto the straight. We'll see what happens here. Horn takes the high line, wraps around, but Speed Bump can at least get a little slipstream if he so chooses. And it looks like Corridor has now pulled himself well ahead. Where's our race leader? We're in 20 seconds remaining. RTR Diablo gonna take us 37 laps around the Daytona road course.
Yeah, I think Speed Bump's effort to catch Corridor is going to run out. Corridor had a little more time to it. And Elzo's going to bring home the podium. for
Elzo's
GT3.
going to finish this at the end of lap 32. Horn of Plenty also. Congrats on the podium, Horn. Corridor.
Well done.
Speed Bump.
Not a bad little
Comes
run.
Metal. And Johnny Boy bringing up the rear. Diablo 22 and a half seconds ahead of Slow K. Gonna bring home the victory. Good job, Diablo.
I believe Jeffrey needed to save a lot of fuel on this last stint because he is about to run out. So the gap to Wid was just growing exponentially over the last few laps. And he's out of fuel.
Oh,
Thankfully, thankfully there's
we
no
just
threat.
deja vu.
Literally.
All over again.
Somebody did run out of fuel. See, there we go. I got my wish.
GG's, drivers. GG's.
Come on.
No, Horn, you did great. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, Horn. Dubby.
Oh, done.
All right, Diablo with the win. Congratulations. I'll take us through these final results here. Diablo with a 1 minute 52.886, 1 minute, 1 hour, and 52 seconds, 0.886 total runtime. MVR's Slow K in P2, PHG Horn of Plenty in P3. Then the winner of our GT3 split is S7R's Wid. Then we have P2 Jeffrey, P3 Elzo, followed by Corridor, and then Speed Bump. Fastest lap goes to Slow K, and then we have Metal and RAR Johnny Boy. And that's that. That wraps up season 4 of the Gran Turismo World Series. Round of applause, everyone. Good job, Shaggy. Good job,
Thank y'all.
Papa. Good job, Sal, Nishi, Casual, Chuck. I'm forgetting people, but everyone behind the scenes that make this happen. Thank you. So much fun. Let's pick a driver of the race. Start with you, Casual.
I'm going to pick Horn for not doing donuts at any point during that race in that car, because it's more than easy enough to do some donuts in that Mazda. So for my pick, I'm going to actually pick Horn.
Excellent. How about yourself, Shaggy?
I'm gonna go with Elzo, hanging in there, and though he didn't have the pace as Wid and Jeffrey, he still held on to P3. You know, I think that sometimes that's all you got to do. He had a good battle. You know, a number of other drivers that could have stepped up and grabbed that podium from him, and it just worked out.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to go Jeffrey. I thought he did a great job, really pushed through and challenged Wid quite a bit. So I will say Jeffrey. So that's it for. I mean, I can't believe this has been. It seemed like such a long season, and now it's over. Um, Casual as someone who
Mm.
participated in several races and also behind the scenes, what are your thoughts of season 4 and how it went, and as far as it multi-class goes as well?
It was fun. I kind of dabbled in it in another game called LMU a little bit, but I would say this is probably my first proper consistent taste of multi-class racing. So overall had fun with the combos, and plus we got to use the new hypercar, so that was fun as well. But yeah, overall, I would say I enjoyed it because I could have gone safe and go Group 3, but I'm like, you know what? Don't get the drive Group 1 all that much. So I was like, let's pick something different, something out of my comfort zone.
There you
But
go. Well,
overall, it was a good season.
that's what I love about league races. It really does push you and help you grow as a driver. Shaggy, you are the mastermind behind all this. How do you feel that it went?
Good. I mean, probably about as well as I thought it was going to. I know the turnout wasn't as high as previous seasons because multi-class is a different animal compared to just racing. The same spec throughout the season, but still happy with the overall attendance.
Yeah.
It's not always the quantity, it's the quality, and we have the quality of drivers,
Yes.
and it's not even pace or skill. It's the people that we have. We have good people that want to learn and help out each other, and are courteous and always show good sportsmanship, and you know just do their best and have fun. Like there's no money on the line. There's no like fame you're gonna get out of this. It's just something to do to take your mind off of life and the bad dailies from this race, just to make it a little more something than bare bones minimum effort PD stuff. Uh,
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
yeah.
thank you so much. You've done such a great job. I can't wait to see what you cook up for season
Hmm.
5. Everyone will be anxiously waiting all the details and announcements. Please check
Oh
out
yeah.
papasHouseofGame.com. I personally loved this season. I had a lot of fun being in the booth. I've grown as a commentator. I've grown as a broadcaster, and have really enjoyed getting to be a part of this. And you said it well, Shaggy, and it goes back to our team motto of PHG: great racers, better people. And we have some great racers and some great people that show up each week and make this a lot of fun to watch. There is a poll in the chat before
Hmm.
Papa, or while everybody votes. I'm going to say another thank you to our sponsors. Big thank you to Simnet Racing. Big thank you to Paul Davis. Big thank you to 4D Racewear, and of course MZW. We thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. And we have a tie. We have a
Ooh.
tie between FAF Elzo and Horn of Plenty. So congratulations to both of those drivers.
Nice.
That's wonderful. We're gonna call it a day. Happy 4th of July. Y'all go out and have fun. Be safe. Be nice to each other. Casual, I'll let you close out for
So,
yourself.
so since this is the final one of the season, I'll give one of my favorite video game quotes in recent years. Um, the culmination of love, grief. To have fully love. To grieve is to have fully love.
There you go. Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Casual. And Shaggy, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Till next time.
Oh, of course, and there will be a next time. Definitely look forward to it,
Oh
and
yeah.
stay tuned and keep an eye on Discord. Update with everything, and as always, the community will be a part of about
Mm.
90% of the decisions I make. So, if you have input and you have wants and needs for leagues and races and anything, we'll do our best to provide for it. But I appreciate everyone for showing up, and it's not always been the easiest for the community, and during the season, we've dealt with loss and we've dealt with tragedies, and um, losing people that mean everything to some of us. So, from me and Papa and TK and Mr. Casual and everybody here in production behind the scenes, it's a heartfelt thank you to everyone that makes this possible. Like we couldn't do it without that support and that background to help us continue on to bigger and better things, which there's more to come.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Big thank you to everyone. Big thank you to Papa for running the broadcast and helping create this community, being the proprietor that he is. Big thank you all for watching. Please remember, like and subscribe. Go have a great day. Be nice to one another, and we will catch y'all later.
All right, viewers. That's the flag. PHG World Series Season 4. We ran it hard tonight. The track and fire in the night, hands on the wheel, eyes on the bend. Every green light had us all in. Hear that engine call, hear that crowd reply. We don't slow down, we just aim for sky. Until next time, keep the wheel in line. Until next time, PHG runs tonight. Until next time, we'll be back. All right. Until next time. Pit lane talk and a fresh set of tires, balled on the brakes, and we climbed higher. Every pass clean, every lap pure. That kind of pressure keeps you hungry for more. Hear that engine call, hear that crowd reply. We don't slow down, we just aim for sky. Until next time, keep the wheel in line. Until next time, PHG runs tonight. Until next time, we'll be back. All right. Until next time. One more look at the screen glow. One more nod to the crew. One more mile in the rear view before we say goodnight. We came in loud. We came in proud. And we leave it wide open for the next run around. Until next time, keep the wheel in line. Until next time, PHG runs tonight. Until next time, we'll be back. All right. Until next time. So from the whole pit, from the whole stream, from every driver, every crew member, and everybody watching at home, thank you for riding with us through PHG World Series Season 4. Thank you for the cheers, the tension, the close calls, the clean